Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're sick and tired of waking up feeling like you're already behind on the day, well, you are definitely in the right place. I am so pumped to share this with you today because we're going to walk through a 60-minute, completely science-backed blueprint that's designed to literally rewrite your daily emotional baseline. We're talking about transforming those mornings from a groggy, hit-snooze struggle into a launch pad for all-day energy and happiness. Get ready, because the insights we're breaking down today, they're going to change the way you look at your alarm clock forever.
Okay, let's dive into this. We all know that one person, right? The one who just wakes up smiling, energized, and somehow genuinely excited for the day, while you're over there hitting snooze for the third time, feeling like you got absolutely run over by life. It's incredibly frustrating. But here's the truth this explainer is going to reveal. That boundless morning energy, it's not genetics. It's not just blind luck. And no, they aren't secretly taking happy pills. It is entirely about what they do in the first 60 minutes after they open their eyes. Validating that struggle is step one, right? But recognizing that we actually have the power to change it, well, that's where the magic happens.
So most people try to fix their mornings with temporary boosts. You know the drill, chugging a massive cup of coffee or frantically scrolling through social media for a quick dopamine hit. But what we're focusing on today is all-day emotional elevation. We're talking about genuine neurological shifts that flood your brain with happiness chemicals and keep them flowing long into the afternoon. Oh, and listen closely. I am going to tease the absolute ultimate game-changer habit at the very end of this explainer. Seriously, if you mastered this final habit, your entire emotional world shifts completely. Miss it, and you miss the whole transformation. So definitely stick with me here. To get us to that game changer, we're going to build a chronological morning routine. This 60-minute science-backed blueprint is going to make you sharper and honestly just emotionally unshakable. And the absolute best part, we're doing this without adding any extra stress or wasting your time on complicated hour-long meditation rituals. This is practical, it's fast, and it works with your biology, not against it. Phase 1, activating your body. So, we're focusing entirely on the quick, physiological habits you should do the very second you open your eyes. These are the physical triggers that basically tell your brain it's time to wake up and feel good. Habit number 1 is ridiculously small but incredibly powerful. It's called the transition pause. Basically, when you wake up, do not grab your phone. Don't scroll, don't check messages, don't open any apps. Instead, take exactly 60 seconds to just breathe slowly and notice that you are awake. By avoiding that crazy digital rush, you're essentially telling your brain, hey, we're starting today on purpose, not by accident. Notice that number, 60. Just 60 seconds of peace is scientifically proven to increase serotonin, which is basically your body's natural mood stabilizer. At the exact same time, it lowers cortisol, which is that pesky stress hormone that spikes the absolute second you check your notifications. Just one single minute sets the whole emotional tone for your entire day. From there, we move into a rapid-fire sequence of physical habits. Step 1. Get 2 minutes of morning sunlight. Research out of Stanford University shows this regulates your internal clock and gives your mood a massive boost. And hey, don't worry, you don't need to stare directly at the sun like a confused lizard or anything. Just let the light hit your eyes naturally near a window. Step 2, drink water before your coffee. Look, I am not taking your coffee away. I would never break that sacred bond. But you wake up dehydrated. Water wakes up the brain gently and prevents that awful afternoon caffeine crash. And finally, step 3, 60 seconds of gentle movement. Stretch, do some squats, or literally just dance like nobody's watching because, well, nobody is watching. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why these steps are so crucial. Each habit triggers a direct biological reaction. Your transition pause lowers cortisol, morning sunlight boosts serotonin, and that gentle movement, it releases endorphins, which is your brain's natural happiness relief system. We're literally hacking our brain chemistry in a matter of minutes here. This proves exactly why this blueprint creates lasting afternoon energy instead of just a quick, jittery morning jolt. Phase 2. Rewiring your minds. Now that your body is physically activated and those neurochemicals are flowing, we shift from physical activation to psychological quick wins. And this brings us to a concept I absolutely love, the psychological snowball. Now, this starts with making your bed. I know, it sounds like something your parents nagged you about, but the science here is just fascinating. Small, easy wins early in the day create momentum. When you make your bed, your brain actually releases dopamine, the motivation chemical. It essentially tricks your brain into feeling highly capable, whispering, oh, hey, we completed something, let's go complete more. It literally snowballs your motivation for the rest of the day. Before you rush out into the chaos of your commute or dive into your inbox, pause for this number: 10. Just 10 slow, deep breaths. This takes maybe 45 seconds, but it actively engages your parasympathetic nervous system. That's essentially your body's built-in calm mode. Taking just 45 seconds to breathe reduces anxiety and actually rewires your brain to be far more emotionally balanced. Next up, write down one single intention for the day. Not a massive to-do list, not 10 giant goals, just one intention. Like, today I'm going to protect my peace. Or maybe today I'm going to focus on progress, not perfection. Writing this down acts as a literal GPS route for your brain. It cuts right through the mental overload and gives your happiness clear direction. The brain loves clarity, right? And it will automatically try to follow the emotional route you map out for it. To wrap up the mental rewiring, execute a 30-second gratitude scan. Now, this isn't that cheesy version of gratitude. It's literally just taking half a minute to genuinely appreciate one good thing. Maybe a person you love, a fun memory, or honestly, just the fact that you woke up today. This small act activates the brain's reward centers. It literally rewires your mind for optimism, making you emotionally stronger and significantly happier. Phase 3, protecting your peace. Now that we've activated the body and rewired the mind, we have to defend our hard work. This is the crucial defensive phase of your morning, focusing heavily on what you absolutely must avoid doing. So, the crucial point is this. Your brain is in a highly programmable state during that first hour after waking up. Drama, bad news, negative comments, toxic people, stressful conversations. If you consume any of this in the first hour, it becomes your emotional baseline. Feeding your brain this negativity early on will literally drag down your entire day, making everything feel infinitely heavier. Protect that first hour like it is sacred. The climax, the ultimate happiness anchor. All right, we have successfully activated, rewired, and protected, which brings us, finally, to the teased game-changing habit I mentioned at the very beginning. This is the one habit that most people never try, but for the ones who do, their emotional world changes completely. It's called the happiness anchor. Here is how it works. Every single morning, you do one small thing that makes you genuinely happy, entirely on purpose. It could be listening to your absolute favorite song, laughing at a silly memory, or just looking at an old photo. This one intentional moment of joy gives you emotional armor. The science actually shows your brain keeps the emotional flavor of this first joyful moment, and it follows you for hours. By doing this, you are dictating your emotional state, rather than just reacting to whatever stress the world decides to throw at you. You are completely in the driver's seat.
Wow, we have covered a lot of incredible ground today, moving from a 60-second transition pause all the way to securing your emotional armor with a happiness anchor. These are 10 totally achievable, completely science-backed steps. So I want to leave you with this question. Which habit will you use tomorrow to take control of your emotional state? You don't have to do all 10 at once. Empower yourself to implement just one of these habits tomorrow morning. Start building that happier, more energized version of yourself. Your day starts now. Make it a good one.